Giannis has been flirting with a 10-second violation on every free throw all year. Never been called. Guess when they call it? With a minute left in the one-point playoff game. That's me too, Budenholzer. Are you out of your mind? Call this in the first quarter. He's taking just as much time. Let him know. People are like, oh, it's the right call. Well, if you're going to say the refs got this right, then you must acknowledge they got it wrong the previous 9 free throws. Clean it up, officials. I don't want to see it. None of this obscurity in final minutes. You're on notice. I don't know what you're on notice for, but consider yourself on notice. Clean it up, refs. We don't like it.
Nick.
Yeah, what?
If he broke the rules, then he broke the rules. Like, come on. Tell him just to get it done within 10 seconds.
Brandon.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
They
had opportunities.
OPI one way the whole game, and they're letting you fan fight. And then in the fourth quarter on a game-winning touchdown, they're like, oh, he pushed off. You're going to be a little angry. Call it when you call it from the beginning or not at all. Not at all.
It doesn't matter. He was sick.
Vuvuzelas. That's not what it is. It's part of the storyline. Without the fans in Madison Square Garden, Trae Young doesn't turn into a villain. You don't go like, monitors in the bubble. Oh, yeah, monitor, turn your Zoom off. You need the interaction. And finally, how about Phoenix? That felt like a real playoff atmosphere. And Nick, I know you want to say, hey, it's just a feel-out game. LeBron loses game 1 a lot. LeBron also always has home court advantage. And these Phoenix Suns fans are pumped up since the last time they were in the playoffs was 1987. I don't know if that's true. I'm sure Barkley made it to the playoffs
10 years ago.
When we went to the finals, but still, you get the point. They haven't been in the playoffs in a long time. So shout out to fans. Shout out to you at home. You did a great job. Shout out to all the scientists who gave us the vaccinations.
Good job.
Wild with like 9 takes and shout outs in one. I like that.
Yeah.
I liked it. Let's play a little draw in the blank, sponsored by Hanes. Perfect separation and support. The new Comfort Flex Fit Total Support Couch from Hanes. How about Chris Middleton nailing the overtime game winner to beat Miami in game 1? Giannis finished 26-18. Game 2 set for tonight, but Brandon Middleton taking that game-winning shot was blank.
Well, first, I mean, Chris Middleton, man, this dude has been playing phenomenal all year, and I've disrespected him all year because I'm like, Chris Middleton is your number 2 guy. So I shout out to him for having a big moment, but he's been doing it all year. But Nick, here's the issue, man. This is the reason, and that's my answer. This is the reason why this team won't beat the Nets in the second round when you look at your bracket and how you have this thing playing out. This is the reason why the Nets will win the East. Because when you have Giannis, your number 1 player, your superstar, and he's not taking the final shot, that's a problem. You can't win big games when you have your number 1 guy watching and facilitating. It just can't happen. So this is the reason why.
So here's the thing. You can win big games like this, but it's a very specific model. So game 1 against the Heat was Kobe Shaq. Because this is exactly how the Lakers of the Kobe Shaq era did things. Shaq dominated throughout the bulk of the game, but because of free throw shooting and because obviously you can't draw up a game-winning jump shot for Shaq, Kobe had to do it late. The problem, of course, is, even though everyone last year was like, oh, Giannis, look at his numbers. He's prime Shaq. It's like, I love Giannis. He wasn't prime Shaq, and obviously Chris Middleton's not Kobe. So this is the Kobe Shaq model, but Giannis is like 88% of prime Shaq, and Middleton's like 51% of prime Kobe, so it's going to be a tough putt. Luckily, Wilds, against the Nets, I don't know if they'll need many game winners because Giannis will score 45 in the first 45 minutes, so they should have a comfortable margin,
defense.
So they don't need to hit these game winners.
Defense, huh?
Hey, quick bonus take for you. Hey, Pat Riley, take these yellow Pacers jerseys and throw them in the trash. Why don't you dress like the Heat if you want to win the game? No one likes these trophies. Oh, they're like the trophy. What? They're like the trophy? No, they're not. They're like the Pacers. They're like, get rid of those things. Now, Tim, that was your bonus take. That was a free one. That was a free one. Here's the real take. It's the right play. It's the right call. Giannis is 0 for 13 from outside of the restricted area during the game. So look, you can't go to him, Brandon. These are just all brick city, and he's not even from New Jersey. So hey, good job down there. You're looking like Zion, a lot of green near the basket, but the rest of it was just bricks.
That's right. That's right. You
All
gotta
right,
do
we'll
it.
see how the Heat respond tonight. On to Brooklyn. Nets started slow in their series opener with Boston, but the Big Three came alive in that second half. Durant, Kyrie, Harden combining for 82 of the Nets' 104 points in the win. So, Brandon, the Nets' Game 1 performance was blank.
Listen, I'm not going to take this moment to boast and brag, but this is what I said. Come on, man. I said there's 3 guys that can give you 25 points apiece. KD, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. You guys know their names. But then on the defensive side, you know, because Nick's been talking about it all year. Well, what about that defense? What about that defense? Look, when it counts, those guys are going to step up. They're going to give effort. They're going to communicate. And you saw that. They held the Boston Celtics at 93 points. Now, I know this is the Boston Celtics and Danny Ainge-led team, but still, they answered all of the questions. This is exactly what I said was going to happen, but it's still too early. Let's just slow it down a little bit, get the next win, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, listen, to me, this was anticlimactic. And as much as I love watching these highlights of Kyrie Irving cooking a man with male pattern baldness in the NBA, this is not, to me, there were 2. I mean, look at it. I mean, look at this next highlight we're about to show. It's like, do you think Kyrie can stop this fella? Well, or this guy can stop Kyrie? I don't know. Let's look at the reverse angle we're going to see in a moment. You're like, probably not. He probably should be at that Y with Wilds. Here it is, right here. Look at this. You got a chance? No, you don't, actually, buddy. You're going to fall down. So here's why it's anticlimactic.
And he's wearing 94.
There were 2 outcomes that would have made this game interesting to me. One is the Nets looking unstoppable. But unfortunately, they couldn't hit a 3 in the first half, so that wasn't going to happen. The other outcome would have been, oh my God, what if the Celtics win? But the Celtics then couldn't hit a 3 in the second half, so that wasn't going to happen either. So we just got a pretty typical expected game where Brandon does deserve credit. The Nets played great defense throughout. But the Nets winning by 11 is about what the bookmakers expected. I think what a lot of us expected. So Wilds was a little anticlimactic. Look at this poor fella.
Okay,
my God.
Work.
All right, let's. You know what? Let's run more highlights of Caruso then. You love Caruso's haircut, let's say. Before Fournier.
I do.
Just because he doesn't wear a cool headband, take shots at him.
Yeah,
unfair.
That's right.
Just for the record, that was from Katanich too. Katanich, you know, brethren there. Okay. Hey, this is a blowout warning. It's going to get ugly. The Nets shot 23% from the field, or excuse me, from 3. It was terrible. They were the second best 3-point shooting team. They shoot 45%. So once they start hitting, it's going to be bad news for the Celtics. Celtics also had, shout out to Robert Williams, had 9 blocks. Problem is, you're not going to get 9 blocks next game. Some of those are going to go in, so it's going to be blowout city, Brandon. Get ready.
Oh, no.